Despite the economic recovery, Britain's building industry still isn't back to the level it was at before the recession.
So we've sent Victoria along to a construction equipment trade show to find out why. Morning, Victoria.
Hi, morning to you both. Clearly my natural spiritual home, a construction equipment show in the middle of Leicestershire. And actually we are at a disused airfield, and they actually even also test out the cars for Top Gear here sometimes. But for today, and this happens only every 2 years, it turns into the biggest trade show for the industry. Now, there are going to be about 15,000 people coming through these gates over the next 3 days, and it's starting to heat up now, started to do some of the demonstrations going on around me. And I've got two of the companies that are exhibiting at the show today. I've got Paul and I've got Jackie with me. Paul, we're seeing in some of the numbers that construction is lagging when it comes to the rest of the economy. Is that your experience?
I disagree. I mean, we're up fantastically this year. Our sales will almost double in total, and we've increased our workforce in Coventry by 52% just since January to cope with the demand.
And this is one of your machines behind us. Bringing your machines here, I mean, what is the point of a show like this? Are people actually going to be placing orders, or is this a sort of a marketing exercise to get your name out there? It's
a bit of both, but I think it's important to interact with the operators of our machines to actually hear the voice of the customer, and it's very important in terms of our sales, our development and our whole strategy.
Yeah, and Jackie, talking about the construction sector more generally, you've not been seeing a pickup, have you?
Unfortunately, no. Our sales have actually declined slightly, but that could be because we lag behind. Some of the manufacturers place orders on us because we're actually an attachment supplier to these large machines.
And you're exporting, aren't you? So perhaps it's a difference going on in places like the US to the UK market, where I suppose, Paul, you've seen a bit of a pickup.
Indeed, we do quite a bit of export, actually, and the US being one of our largest markets. But I would actually to see government looking at investment in infrastructure. We have elected, for the first time in 20 years, a Conservative government, the government for business. I'd like to actually see less peaks and troughs in our construction industry and a long-term prospect for the construction industry.
Yes, well, that is true. We do have lots of big projects on the horizon. We've got Crossrail, we've got HS2. Surely that's going to pick up when it comes to the big projects going on.
Absolutely, I think it is. But I think it's what Jackie says as well. We're seeing export growth, particularly to North America with our backhoe loader, and into Africa and into Europe. I mean, I think export is good news, but also there is a lot of infrastructure that we can make hay from in the UK, and you're quite right. And I think it's an opportunity, but we need more support from government, for sure.
More support from government. And Jackie, clearly, if we're going to have all these big projects in the future, do we have the people, do we have the manpower, do we have the skills to bring these projects forward?
Unfortunately, at the moment, not, but we are addressing the issue. The Construction Skills Council was formed last year. We know there's a very big need for increased skills. We have a wonderful industry. We need to attract more people into industry, more females into industry. There's an awful lot going on in our industry, and it's really wonderfully exciting. After all, we do build the roads, the houses, the airports, the railway stations, all the infrastructure that we require in our daily lives. We're just very under the radar, and we need to pick that brand up and take it to the market and really start attracting some of our really talented youth of the future into our sector.
We're doing the same. We're working with Harper Adams on apprenticeship schemes, and we've got something called hashtag Not Just for Girls to recruit ladies into our business as well.
So there we go, a big call for more people to join the